Thank you so much for visiting. This is Linda Fitzpatrick. I am in the end stages of launching the Work That Satisfies e-learning platform, and I and others that I work with have spent the last 4 months probably in the brainstorming phase. And it occurs to me it's a good moment to share a little bit with you about brainstorming. I first became introduced to it back in the 1970s when I worked for General Foods, and Synectics was the big player in brainstorming then. So I did a lot of training and a lot of brainstorming work within the corporate environment. And I've come to realize the things that are really great about brainstorming and the things that get us caught up. And the reason why it's not used so much, because it's really easy to get stuck. Just to tell you overall, the why that you do brainstorming is that when you're doing something new, we all know it takes twice as long and it costs twice as much as you can ever begin to imagine to start anything new. So if you can spend some good time and get some good thinking and resources into the direction that you take, at least to begin with, it is time well spent. The bad part about brainstorming is that it really can test your patience. And I can tell you right now, I'm very impatient. I am chomping at the bit to launch this, but I know that time that I spent and that I am spending will really ensure a higher likelihood of having an enjoyable first year, first 2, first 3 years, fewer missteps. And once again, our motto is that our work is more rewarding and less exhausting. And good brainstorming can really help with that. So whenever you're starting something new, it really is a good idea, whether it's a new project for a community organization, a board you serve on, something that you're starting with your kids' little league organization, or something for your own business, or something in your workplace. It is, you start by getting information from people, and getting information doesn't mean doing what someone says to do. You can ask Dr. Google. You can ask an expert. Librarians who are well trained can be enormously helpful. But I'll tell you, one of my pet peeves that comes up all the time is how we misuse the word listen. So I may listen to an expert and hear what they say, but there's a distinction between listening and obeying. So at the brainstorming phase, don't listen to anyone in the sense of obey. Don't fall in love with any one idea. And it really does test us, because as human beings, we hate ambivalence. And by definition, the brainstorming phase has a lot of ambivalence in it. So I'm suggesting that you recognize its importance and at the same time carry with you what the danger is. I was just reading a trends report from some 2022 people in the workforce development realm. And it's very interesting that a large proportion of the companies that are getting involved in new directions, in which we can see what a mess workforce is right now, help wanted signs everywhere and at every level, we can see in the trends report, so many companies are stuck in brainstorming. So it's a tricky thing. I make no bones about it. But I still think it's very, very important. So I'm closing with a couple of dark little buttons there that are not even filled in for you to fill in. Are you interested in putting some brainstorming in? You can reach out to us and we'll help you get started. When you have an array of ideas, that tricky moment, should I start now, or should I keep exploring options? We can help you think it through. Don't listen to us to obey, but listen to hear and take it into your own true best knowing. Linda Fitzpatrick, Work That Satisfies. Thank you for visiting.